We continue our coverage into the mystery and attempts to reunite two baby skulls with the rest of their remains in Cambria County. Now, this story has been unfolding for a week now. Authorities say all 5 babies were found in a trunk in a Gallitzin home. Investigators say there was clear evidence their mother, Stella Williamson, strangled 3 of them. They were discovered after her death in 1980. Well, tonight, Brock Owens continues to investigate how remains were still in the hands of the Mutters Museum decades after they were supposed to be buried in Evansburg. Now, Brock, I understand we have official documents that tell us more about how a well-known anthropologist donated the skulls to the museum. What do you know?
Well, Jen, we got a response to our right to know request we made last week, and it comes from the Cambria County Coroner's Office and details what little documentation that Philadelphia museum had when the skulls were given to them in 1999. It also shed light on why it took almost 25 years to discover what they had in their possession. This past weekend, Cambria County Coroner Jeff Lees had more to say on how the skulls were never brought home.
This forensic pathologist clearly took these 2 baby skulls without any authorization.
That pathologist was Halbert Fillinger, who was known as Doc or Homicide Hal because he was well known for handling the most serious cases, even ending his career with 14 years as the Montgomery County coroner leading up to his death in 2006. Fillinger is reported by multiple sources to be highly respected by his peers, known as a teacher, and nationally and internationally known for his expertise. That was echoed by his chief deputy coroner at the time of his death, Jeannie Ottinger. I spoke with Ottinger, who says it was a privilege being Fillinger's right hand, and she doesn't recall any mishaps throughout the more than a decade working with him. But in the case of Stella Williamson's babies, documents show in June 1999, nearly 20 years after the autopsy he was a part of, Fillinger donated 2 mummified baby skulls to the Mutters Museum in Philadelphia. Cambria County Coroner Jeff Lees says coroner at the time, John Barron, denies ever giving Fillinger permission to keep any of the baby skulls, even though Fillinger allegedly asked.
Sickens Barron. It disgusts me. If this pathologist was alive today, I would be recommending to the district attorney to prosecute. And it's very easy for me to say. And you have to understand, this is the same forensic pathologist that taught me, that who I looked up to, that I thought was a class act.
Lee says the museum, which should not have accepted the donation in the first place, is now working well with authorities as this investigation unfolds. In the documentation, the museum has shorthand written notes by the person who accepted the donation from Fillinger. That person is now deceased. The new museum maintains that the skulls were discovered last year while they were doing an extensive audit of materials and donations in their possession. I also briefly spoke with a family member of Fillinger who was not previously aware of any controversy and has no comment at this time. Live in the studio, Brock Owens, 6 News.